Hello and welcome to Richmond TV's Community Focus, the program where we let you know what's going on in your community. We have a great show for you today. Our guest will be Tracey Moro to talk about the Romeo to Richmond Half Marathon, 5K, and Super Mile. After that, we have Tom Mattison and Grace Stein from the Richmond Community Theater. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Richmond TV's Community Focus. For our first segment, we have Tracey Moro. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely.
We're here to talk about the Romeo to Richmond 5K Marathon. So when is the Romeo to Richmond race this year?
The Romeo to Richmond race is Sunday morning, September 17th.
Okay. What about the 5K? When does that start?
Everything starts in the morning. The 8 o'clock is the start time for the half marathon. 9:15 is the start time for the 5K and the Super Mile.
Okay. Tell us a little about the history of the Romeo to Richmond race.
Well, back when the Macomb Orchard Trail was first put out there, we wanted to create some awareness about the trail. So we came up with an event called the Romeo to Richmond, where you would take a half marathon and go all the way from Romeo, right before the Van Dyke Highway, all the way to Richmond, 13.1 miles. Mm-hmm. And the event started, it was a great thing, and it's created a bunch of awareness for the trail. And at the same time, it's become a benefit for the Macomb Food Program. So we raised money for the Macomb Food Program. We've given them $50,000 over the course of the last 7 years.
Oh, way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. I had no idea that there was funding a program like that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That is great. So what are the planned routes for the races?
So the half marathon starts in Romeo. Well, actually, let me precede this. The half marathon runners will be bused from the Richmond High School parking lot all the way to Romeo. And they'll go to a park which is on Clinton Road right off of 32 Mile and just west of the Van Dyke Highway. And they'll get on the trail right there, right before the Barn Bridge, and they run all the way through to downtown Richmond at the Gateway, the Trailhead Park.
Okay.
And then the 5K and the Super Mile will start right outside of the Trailhead Park in downtown Richmond. And they'll both start together at 9:15 when they'll go through downtown through the residential streets, and then they'll get to the trail. And then the 5K people will go north on the trail, and the Super Mile will go south on the trail. When the 5K go north, they'll go up a certain distance and then turn back around. Everybody ends at the Trailhead Park in downtown Richmond.
Oh, there's going to be a ton of people down there that day then.
Let's hope so.
What is different between the Super Mile and the 5K race?
Well, so the Super Mile is 1.09 mile, so we call it the Super Mile to go along with our super theme for the 8th year. The 5K would be just over 3 miles.
Okay. So how can people register for the race?
Registration is online. You can go to Romeo2Richmond.com. It's a number 2, Romeo2Richmond.com. Romeo2Richmond.com. And there's a link to get to our online registration right there.
Okay. Now you can register for the 5K and
all 3 of them.
All 3 of them there. Now can you register for any of them like not online?
Sure. You can go to the website, and then there's a link to my email, and I will send you a PDF file of the actual race packet that we have. It looks like that. Okay. And these are kind of placed throughout town and different places, so if you find one, you can actually just mail it in. Okay. Okay, and the address is right on there of where you fill it out and mail it in to us.
Now, are there any medals or prizes for any of the fastest runners?
Absolutely.
Of course.
You can't have a race without that. So for the half marathon, everybody who completes the run will receive a commemorative medal. Okay. And for the top finishers for the half marathon and the 5K and the Super Mile, we'll do the top 3 in each age group for male and female, and they'll receive a award. So at this time, I can't really give all my secrets away.
We're not trying to get your trade secrets
No.
out of you.
No, but there will be awards. And this year, with our super theme, we've come up with an option. Instead of ordering a technical shirt, which every runner orders a shirt, and we have the option of ordering a cape.
Oh, that would be so cool. Gotta make sure you give it to the fastest runner, the faster runners coming from like a half mile, like a little bit further out.
Yeah.
So that when they cross the finish line, you can get a picture of them with the capes waving in the
Wouldn't that be
in the
cool?
air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How are you set for volunteers?
Well, we always need volunteers, no matter if we have 1,000 runners or 100 runners. We always need the same amount of volunteers. So we could absolutely use everybody's help. We have 8 water stations that we man throughout the half marathon, and it takes about anywhere from 3 to 5 people at each one of those water stations. So it's a really good project for, say, a group of students or a cheerleading squad or a brownie group that could get out there. Maybe one parent and a couple of kids, and it's something good for them to do. It only takes a couple of hours. Sunday morning, what else do you have going besides, church? Go to
Right.
Saturday's church service.
Right.
You're all set, right?
Exactly.
So in order to volunteer, you can go on our website, and there's a link to my email. I'll send you the Sign Up Genius link, where you can see all the different locations for the water stations. There's also finish line people that we need to pass out waters and pass out medals at the finish line. We also need registration help the day before at our packet pickup, which is over at the Romeo Community Center from noon to 4, or registration early in the morning, 6 a.m.
Now, are you going to have anything going on at the Trailhead Park, like any kind of entertainment or anything?
Well, we'll have a DJ, and he'll be providing music, of course. We'll have a warm-up session for the people who do the 5K and the Super Mile, and then he stays for the whole time, for when we do our award presentation and everything.
Okay. I think you answered one of my other questions earlier. If the proceeds to this go to any charitable organizations.
Right. So the Macomb Food Program is our number one and basically only benefactor. Is that it? Yeah. And we also give, so anything that comes in for canned goods and stuff goes to the Richmond Food Pantry.
So you can bring in
Yep.
food too?
Yep, we will actually, if you sign up for the race, then I send out an email to everyone beforehand, and it's one of the things I ask you to bring is to bring some canned goods.
Okay. So after you register for the race and everything, is there anything you have to do like a day before?
Right, it's the packet pickup.
Okay.
So
what does that consist of?
A packet pickup is basically you go to the Romeo Community Center sometime between noon and 4 p.m. and we will give you your race bag, which has a bunch of snacks and fun little goodies in it, and then we'll give you your shirt that you can wear unless you opted for the cape, and then we'll give you your bib number. When their bib number will have a piece on there for your timing, so that you will be timed, and the timing goes from when you pass the start line to when you pass the finish line, which is different than like if you ran across it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's based on you. Everything's based on you, and so you pick up all of that stuff. You got any questions? We give you a map of the routes, and you're good to go.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Oh gosh, let's see. I'd just say, please consider coming out and supporting the community and supporting the Macomb Food Program and getting out on the trail. It's a great Sunday morning event to do. We watch the sunrise. We get out there. It's beautiful. It's always just the start of Christmas in September, and it's a great event. So if you are at all active and you want to get out there, you can walk the 5K, you can run the 5K, you can run the Super Mile, and you should be training already if you're going to do the half marathon.
And there's plenty of places to go after the marathon is over with.
Oh yeah, go
in
downtown,
Richmond.
hit Ken's, wherever you want.
Exactly. So, all right, thank you again, Tracey, for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. The Romeo to Richmond Half Marathon, 5K, and Super Run will be on Sunday, September 17th at 8:30 a.m. You can register by going to the Romeo to Richmond website at www.romeo, and that's number 2, richmondrace.com. You can also register at the Romeo Community Center the day before, or starting at 6:45 a.m. the day before of the race. We will be right back with the Richmond Community Theater to talk about the upcoming performance of Sweet Charity. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Richmond TV's Community Focus. With me now is Tom Mattison and Grace Stein from the Richmond Community Theater to talk about their upcoming show, Sweet Charity. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Now, what is the plot of Sweet Charity?
The Sweet Charity, the story of Sweet Charity follows a girl who is in a search for love. So we meet different people that she's dating, and then at the end there's a proposal, but there's a big twist at the end.
Okay.
So it's a fun show.
Can we know the twist?
No, you gotta come see it.
Thought we get an exclusive. Now, how many people are involved in this production?
There's about 21 people in the cast, give or take, and then there's about 3 or 4 staff members.
Okay. Who's playing the lead roles?
J. Peter Severini and Christina Crows.
Okay, so the guy who's in the back room right now is
Yes.
starring in the play. He's a busy person.
Yeah.
And he is so good. They're so cute together.
Oh,
So
that's
they
good.
have to come.
When will the performance of Sweet Charity take place?
The first 3 weekends in September, Friday and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. for matinee.
Okay. How much are the tickets and where can people get them?
$17, and you guys can go on to the richmondcommunitytheater.com website, and there will be a link on there for you to buy tickets.
Okay. How can people get involved with the Richmond Community Theater?
On that particular website, it has all the shows coming up, and you can apply to work there. You know, they're looking for directors and choreographers, and all of that would be on that site.
Okay. Is there any other can you see, you just said you could see the upcoming shows and you're able to select which ones you can audition for
Right.
Yeah.
when those come up? Okay. What can you tell us about the shows for the rest of the season?
Well, we have graduate auditions next week, Monday and Tuesday, and then we also have Rumors coming up and Sweeney Todd in the spring.
Okay, that should be very interesting.
It's going to be exciting.
Sweeney Todd's one of those shows, though, that heavily involves the audience. Are you planning on?
I hope so. I mean, I'm music directing for it, and then Brian Braun is directing it, so it should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be interesting.
It's one of my favorites, so
Good.
I'm excited.
Is there anything else either of you would like to add?
Please come see our show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna make it there. So I have
It
2
should be
former
good.
students in there. So, well, JP's not really a former student. Daniel Seguin is one of my former students. So,
Yep. He's a fun guy.
yes. Okay, thank you, Tom and Grace, for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Not a problem. Anytime. Make sure to come back on when you're ready for your next show.
All right, that sounds great.
Sweet Charity will be playing at the Richmond Community Theater facility on the corner of Parker and Churchill on September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, and 17th at 8 p.m. For tickets and any other information related to the Richmond Community Theater, go to www.richmondtheater.com or call 586-727-9518. All the links to everything we've talked about in this episode can be found in the description below. You can view this and any other program on the Richmond TV YouTube channel or go to www.cityofrichmond.net. Don't forget to check us out on Comcast Channel 6 as well. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.